taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They're testing the right side here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice.
There he goes.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Utah, 7, Penn State, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for room, it's Hayes. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Sets up the screen. Nice move to keep running. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Lost to throw again. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Nittany Lions are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out right.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Back to pass. The quick out. Powers through the defender. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Snagged out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Hey, man, it's hard to throw down here in the red zone. These windows are tiny and they close fast. So there was nowhere to go in the end zone there. That time having to check it down. A nice job by the defense rallying and making the tackle.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. This crowd is losing its mind on fourth and goal. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the D.
Now on first down, he's going to sneak it.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Motion from the back. They'll try to get outside. Oh, he's got some space. Rolls up to the 14-yard line before being guided out of bounds.
I don't think the defense was expecting an outside run there. Offensively, they go with the toss play, and the running back's able to get to the outside and downfield. It was too late before the defense was able to tackle him out of bounds.
On a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They're either really confident or a little reckless as they go for it on 4th and long from their own 45. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. To the air on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. Got it! And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Utes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes!
And that is the perfect...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback sneak, looking for just a sliver of daylight. And the Utes headed quickly to the line. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The lone back's got it. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Still on his feet at the 35. Turning it on. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball in that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
To the air, it's Underwood. Makes the grab, it's Collier. At midfield, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Utes. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll leave it with him. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Hayes. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Third down play from the gun. Quick completion on the out. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Nittany Lions looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in, it's Bray. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Utes are in the hurry-up. Caught in the backfield, it's Collier. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over 1st and 10.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it at the 15. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Penn State.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Go! Go! Clear! Clear! Ready, go!
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Penn State 0.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 30. He's at the 20. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Calls his own number. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After giving up that big play, this defense, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
28, Penn State, 7.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Forced out of the pocket. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Finds a man on the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Number 89.
Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Utah Utes will take over. 1st and 10.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. He'll get rid of it. Finds space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Utes are flying down the field. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Right down the middle. Fires complete on the crosser. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
325.
Rides the back on the option to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. He'll pull it. Breaks into the... Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utes.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. Yeah, I'm going to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Man, what a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the quarterback.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Utah! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. San Diego State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 14 to Fresno State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He wants to go deep. And here's the third interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends.
Lasso!
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game.
14.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
Get set! Get set!
Toss sweep right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll pull it down and run. Smashes through the tackle. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Utes getting set on 1st and 10.
29 Phillies.
He'll pull it on the read. There he goes! And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Utes! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Pulls and fired complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Third down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. There he goes to the right. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. A little release to the back. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He wants a big play here late. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Turning it on. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Will take over. First and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of...
Going for it all. Snags it on the right. He's loose. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Penn State offense will take over. First and 10.
They'll get this drive going from the 17.
42 Spider.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Touchdown, Utah! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Central Michigan is going to walk off the field there in Mount Pleasant with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Rush is on him. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And that's good enough for first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated.